Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. This is the fourth generation of the Maruti Suzuki Swift, the same old key as before. Yeah, unlock the car, lock the car and it has this blue finishing on it. Yeah, this is a car which comes from Maruti's Arena network, but you are better off getting the Baleno from the Nexa network. I will tell you why. But straight away, this car is a very evolutionary design change, looks very similar when compared to before. Straight away, let's open the engine bay because there's a big change right here. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, there it is. They have dropped one cylinder from here. This is as light as always and there's insulation right there. So this is the new Z12E engine, which is basically 3 cylinders now. Earlier it was the K12 which was 4 cylinders. So one cylinder has been removed. But does it have an effect on the performance? Yes, it does, because they have reduced the power by 8 horsepower, which is almost 10% reduction in power. 1 Newton meter lesser torque as well, so 82 PS of power and 112 Newton meters of torque. However, fuel efficiency numbers have gone really up because claim number is 25.75 kilometers per liter for the automatic known as the AGS, auto gear shift, which is an AMT. Meanwhile, for the manual, it's I think 24.8 kilometers per liter. Claim numbers, obviously, you'll get somewhere between 13 to 18 kilometers per liter in the real world. Now, with one cylinder less, weight will reduce now. Not here, because they've added a lot more high strength steel and all those things to the car to make it better in terms of safety, and that's the reason why the weight of this car has gone up by 20 kgs. And I have to admit, the design looks a bit weird. But before we start, let me show you this awesome car perfume from Involve Your Senses. This is the Involve 1 Musk. It's a nice musky manly fragrance. It does not leak at all. You can regulate it so easily. Yeah, does not leak at all. The fragrance is actually my personal favorite. I really love it, and you can get yours with a 10% discount using coupon code FASTBEAM. You have to click somewhere on the top right corner of the screen right now. Coming back to the Swift, this is the 4th generation model, which is a very evolutionary design change. You know what, it looks very similar, although they have made sheet metal changes. A lot of the parts, I mean almost everything is new, but the design is so much similar when compared to before. I think the height is reduced, I think slightly by 10 mm. The width is the same. The lights also look very similar to before. This is the accessorized version, which means that it gets this sort of a spoiler treatment here, and it gets this red insert here, it gets this graphic there, and this hood now looks a bit weird. So what they have done is they've taken this line which runs around the car completely. All LED lights, projector LED, not really, because this is halogen, so indicators continue to be halogen. Fog lights are there, obviously they were there before also. Grille looks a little different with this piano or gloss black finishing right there. There's the Suzuki logo. No ADAS and all those things are not there. Obviously this is a hatchback, they call it the premium hatchback. Meanwhile, tire size never changes only in the Swift. It still runs on small tires, so 165 for the lower variants, this being the higher ZXi Plus, I think. It is running on 185s. Alloy wheel design has changed slightly. The length has increased by around 15 mm. No, they have not made any changes as such to the wheelbase. The wheelbase is the same as before, which is a bit weird considering the Swift is not a spacious car. They should have increased the wheelbase, increased the space at the rear, but then they have the Baleno, obviously. What they have done is, because of slight changes to the bumpers, the length has increased by 15 mm. And if you notice one thing, the door handle, which was earlier somewhere here, it is now come down right there. So what they keep doing is moving the door handles up and down, and then obviously it's a new generation model. Yeah. Now this being a accessorized car, has this red treatment going all around. In fact, it also has these rain visors right here. It also gets this graphic on the outside rear view mirror, the accessorized version, which I'm shooting right now, which is known as the Racing Roadstar. How will it race with lesser power and torque when compared to before? I don't know. Why have they removed one cylinder? For efficiency and cost reasons probably. Yet the cost of this car has gone up quite a lot. In fact, the price increase which Maruti quotes is around 25,000 for the lower variants, going up to 37,000 for the higher variants. But the actual price increase is around 40 to 50,000, because on 24th April, Maruti increased the prices of the outgoing model so that the price difference change is lesser when they compare. So that's like a very smart and, how do I call it, deceiving strategy. Anyways, rear design also very, I mean, is this a facelift or is this a new generation model? It looks very much like a facelift now, because the changes are so minimal right here. Now obviously this having the accessory package continues to have that red treatment here. That red treatment actually adds a few horsepower. Rear spoiler, part of accessory I believe, and you get a rear parking camera, obviously. Says Swift here, which will also be removed after time to save some weight and to obviously even save some money. Meanwhile, all LED lights here, no, but this is halogen. Yeah, that is halogen. The indicator is also halogen. Yeah, the indicator is halogen. Reverse light is also halogen. I don't know what they are up to, but yeah, that's how it is. 4 parking sensors. Maruti continues to give you 4 parking sensors, which is a good thing. Sort of a diffuser treatment because of that body kit. There is the exhaust hidden, obviously. I don't think they have made many changes to the chassis of this vehicle. which remains more or less the same as before. Camera is placed here, rear wiper and washer. The boot is, I think, smaller when compared to before, doesn't matter because the loading lip is quite high here. And you get a space saver spare wheel. Yeah, that is actually a steel wheel. Tire size is so small, I can't even read it. 165/80/14 is the size of the tire. That was a 1-inch triangle. 60/40 split here. Those pillows, obviously, accessory, and car feels as light as always. However, weight has increased slightly, like I was telling you. Maruti still gives you a request sensor on the other side, which is a good thing. Now, this is also accessory. This is also accessory. These seat covers are also accessories, but the actual seats are the same fabric ones, which are more or less the same as before. Now, the seats are also largely the same. Again, another accessory. How many accessories you want in the car? Maruti is like, yes, we have it for you. 185 tire size, obviously, the same tire size since donkey's years. 185, 65, 15, 15 inches. Slight revision to the design of the alloy wheels have been done here. And rear seat is not impressive because there isn't much space. But this is a family car. You know why? Because the interior is so small now, you will sit closer to your family. Maruti is emphasizing a lot on safety because this car gets 6 airbags standard across all variants. Even the Alexa has got 6 airbags, yet it does not get a center headrest. Yeah, center passenger does not get a head. No center armrest either. You get isofix child seat mounts. Obviously, space is not that impressive because yeah, someone as tall as me doesn't, I mean, not good space for me. Under thigh support is really very poor. You get rear AC vents, you get a USB-C and a USB-A charging socket right there. And the dashboard is similar, I mean, similar to other Maruti cars, inspired from the Baleno, from the Brezza and all those things with that massive screen right ahead. Okay, there is no light placement here. There is a handle to hold on to. No height adjustable seat belts. Handle everywhere. Driver does not get it though. Steering wheel looks or feels more or less the same as before. However, that AC panel seems to be from another Maruti car, the Baleno to be precise, and the dashboard is quite new here. Yeah, they made changes there as well. Getting in and out is not difficult. One bottle will fit in, nothing more than that. More suited to half-liter bottle, obviously. And let me do the test of shutting the door with a lot of enthusiasm. Yeah, feels largely the same as before. How is this a new generation model? Why are they doing such a evolutionary design? They could have done better there. In fact, the top end model goes above 10 lakh rupees. Swift has become really very expensive. Like, don't ask how expensive it has become because it is now an expensive car. Seats are actually the same, similar to what it was before. In fact, space at the rear has improved slightly apparently because they've made certain changes to the seat for better shoulder room. Not something I can verify because I find it very similar to what was before. You get a dead pedal there, auto stop start, engine start button, traction control I think is standard, hill hold assist and all is also standard in the automatic variants probably, and that is to open the fuel lid as well as the hood of the vehicle. Swift, big enough, same old switch gear, they never want to change this only. And now once I step inside, I realize that this screen is just way too big. You know what's the problem here? The bezel is actually very thick. I've never seen such a thick bezel around the screen. 9-inch screen, nothing much inside this to actually play around with. You get the driving range, you get a few things. Footwell lighting is there, okay. Link with lights, link with doors. So yeah, some light. Can you see the light? Let me open the door. I can't see any light right now, but I think there will be some light. Okay, I turned it off. Let's turn it on again. I mean, open the door. What's happening? Why is it not working? Can you see any light, guys? I can't see any light at the end of the tunnel. Glove box is, yeah, decent size. Not really big, but this is flimsy. And you know what? This is also flimsy. Look at this, okay? The steering easily comes out. Yeah, that is not very reassuring in terms of quality. These are the buttons obviously for audio system. This is for phone call and voice commands. This is for cruise control system. It gets automatic headlights. It does not get automatic wipers, so it's not something which is needed in this car. Now let me actually get into reverse. That is the reverse parking camera, which is not activating right now. It's just making some sound. Camera, activate yourself. I'll do that in a bit. Let me shut the door. And AC panel here. The switches for the AC actually quite good in terms of quality. You get a wireless charging pad here, a USB-A charging socket right there, and this is a 12-volt charging socket as well. Some storage space here, some coin holder is here as well. USB-C is here finally, which is a good thing. Arey khul ja bhai. And it also gets wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. You get a new cluster which has a 4.2-inch screen right here in the center, and yeah, it actually looks good. Yeah, the cluster is a little different when compared to before. I like an analog tachometer, analog speedometer that's telling me which gear and all those things. Let's turn off the indicators. Why is it so noisy? Let me actually get into this and see if I can browse through stuff. Yes, I can. There's a lot of information available. Looks like everything is focused around fuel efficiency only. Motion and power and torque meter has been given as well, which is a good thing. Some dummy buttons here and there, maybe for global models. You know what? There is no auto dimming mirror here, and you get a light, which is again feels kind of cheap. You get a mirror here. You don't get a mirror right here. You get a strap for, I think, probably toll receipts or whatever. This is obviously an accessory. It doesn't come like this in this car. Let's do one thing. Let's turn on the car. Okay, there we go. Did I turn it on? Did I turn it off? I don't know. Okay, it does a sort of a welcome, and I've come into reverse. I'm waiting for the reverse parking camera to activate. There it is. Quality is not that great of the camera. AGS, I think it's one of the better AMT units around. Well, not much has changed, but a big change in terms of the engine. One of the biggest advantages of the Swift was obviously the engine, which is not the case anymore because they have gone and reduced one cylinder here. Which actually brings me to the Maruti Baleno. The Baleno costs around 20 to 40,000 rupees more, and then obviously you will get a discount on the Baleno because it's an older model. It gets more features. It gets a 360-degree parking camera. It gets an auto dimming inside rear view mirror. It just feels like a better car, more premium, more space. Comes from the Nexa outlet, has 4 cylinders as well, and 16-inch wheels. These are 15 inches. So why would you not get the Baleno instead? Why would you get the Swift? Please tell me. For a slight price difference, and when you factor in the discounts, the Baleno will actually turn out to be cheaper than the Swift. The Swift is available in 9 variants right now because the base variant is not available with an automatic. So there's an LXI, I think LXI Plus, VXI, VXI option, ZXI, ZXI Plus, something like that. I'm not too sure about the variant, but I know there are 9 variants on offer, and I feel that the Baleno is a better bet right now. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure to go and purchase this Involve One Musk car perfume. It's just amazing. You can just keep it somewhere here. Yeah, there are twin cup holders right here. Just keep them here. I mean, just keep it here. It really makes the car smell so nice. Yeah, lot of hard plastic expectedly. That's something you would expect at this price. If I can notice one thing, that the paint quality of this car now isn't that great. So yeah, quality is not great. Price rise is quite a lot, and power and torque has decreased, which has really irked me out because power and torque should never decrease. Especially performance should never get affected. But Maruti is like, the torque curve is better now. So yes, the car's overall drivability will improve, which is something I'll find out because I'm driving this car in a couple of days or something of that sort. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to buy the Involve One Musk. Bye bye.